Yo, hello, chat. What's up? It's Brad. Thank you for coming. Sorry about that. I'm a little late. I had some technical difficulties, and maybe it's just time for me to go to bed. So I'm just gonna do a quick, just head into bed and see what's going on. So yeah, it's that type of night, man. Tonight, I'm gonna have to go to work tomorrow, so there's no point staying up too late tonight. Yo, Daniel Berry, how you doing, man? Thank you for popping in, man. A real live streamer tonight. Why didn't you go live last night? I fell asleep, man. Dime, I fell asleep. And I was working and then I came home. I was going to do it, but I fell asleep. I'm sorry, Dime. I fell asleep and I fell asleep. I didn't wake up till 7 in the morning. I was totally asleep for New Year's. Didn't wake up till morning, man. That's just, I'm working hard, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. All you guys that were, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Wow, you guys were all waiting for me to get wasted, man. But I was too tired from work, man. Yeah, I fell asleep, man. That's it. That's life, man. You fall asleep, that's it. I was getting all ready to do my live stream. I was gonna get all what little liquor I had in my house. I was gonna get ready. We were gonna get some shots ready, and yeah, man, we were gonna do it up, man. That would have been a crazy New Year's Eve, man. It was gonna be wild, but I fell asleep. That's kind of how life is, man. Cheers, Happy New Year's, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Daniel Berry, the sports and entertainment channel, sports gambling and entertainment channel, Daniel Berry. And we got Dutch Farang, Dime, Be More Ron. We got all the big boys of the Thailand genre in the chat today. I don't have nothing planned for this stream. I just said, come on, just chat with you guys for a bit. I got to get ready because, again, tomorrow back to work. So we had today off because it's New Year's, but tomorrow back to work. So I said I'll do a quick live stream with you guys, and then I'll jump into bed. So, yeah, man. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. So, so everything is all good. You guys had a good New Year's Day. We should dust Granny Midgets and say boo. Oh, who's got a Granny Midget and say boo? Is this somebody that I got to check out? Let me see. Is this somebody that I need to check out right now? Granny Midgets and say boo. Let me pull up the Google and let me see Granny Midgets and say boo. Let me see what you're talking about, because now you made me all interested now in Granny Midgets and say boo. So let me just check it out and see what you're talking about. Oh no, my phone died. This one died. Granny Midgets and say boo. It's all right. I'll restart it. I'll use this phone. It's okay. I'm not down with those days. I don't make money, man. Yeah, but you make your stat pay. I'm going to pull up the Granny Midgets and say boo. Is it like a wrestling thing? I know they had the midget wrestling in Manila, man. I am a creep in the Philippines. Okay. I am a creep. Okay. I am a creep in the Philippines. Let's check this out, man. I am a creep in the Philippines. I'm not seeing anything. No, I'm not seeing I'm a creep in the Philippines. Oh, man. I got 3, man. How many phones Brad got? No, man. They're like burner phones, man. It's like, they're just burner phones, man. It's not a drug dealer thing. You just, everybody got multiple phones. Plus, I have my work phone, too. I have my work phone there. So I have work phone for work, S20, and these are just this is my real phone, my S24. This is my actual phone. It's the S24, and then I have some burner phones, an A12. I have an A core, and I have a ZTE. So I have a few phones, man. Hello, Miss Anton, Hannah Fudge. What's going on? Asian dealer. Hannah Fudge. Hannah Fudge has jokes, man. Hannah Fudge is in the house, man. I saw Hannah Fudge down at Dundas Square, guys, at the Freedom Rally. And Hannah Fudge, I was telling you, Hannah Fudge, Razor Razor's live talking about the fight between BMT and Starbull. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Maximus. I saw that, Maximus. Thank you. Yeah, hit the like button. Hannah Fudge, I told you that Donald Trump, he would do some nonsense, man. I knew it, Hannah Fudge. You heard about Hannah. You heard about him and Elon are going in with the H-1B visas. I knew it, man. You knew I couldn't trust this guy. He's really attacking the MAGA base, man. I knew he would do that, and he's going after the MAGA base by doing this whole thing with Vivek and Elon to just open the floodgates. So H-1B visa time. Is that how you pick your grannies, your dance moves? Yeah, I try. Oh, thank you, man. yeah. You seen me, if you ever seen my videos in Thailand and the Philippines, you see how I'm dancing with like all these YouTubers like Cheap Charlie, Liza Sanchez. Yeah, very interesting, man. Oh, you found it. Okay, let me take a look, Internet Monster. Internet Monster is he's on top of all of the drama. So let me just take a quick look here. Oh, wow. I like midgets. I love the Philippines. There you go, man. I love the Philippines. Wow. Midget grannies. Wow. Cebu. There you go. Midget grannies in Cebu. There you go. Very interesting. Thank you for posting that. That was amazing. Yes, happy New Year. Happy New Year, Bong Ki. Bong Ki is in the house. Bong Ki in Australia is in the house. I got Hannah Fudge here. Thank you guys for tuning in to my live stream tonight. Yeah, man, I'm just trying something different tonight. I'm having struggle. Last night I was gonna do a live stream, but I fell asleep, Hannah Fudge. So I was just asleep. I fell asleep right here on my futon. I was gonna do a live stream. I was getting ready to do my live stream. I sat on the futon for 1 minute and then I was lights out for me, man. So yeah, things not exactly working out for me on the live streaming side of the game. It's not going very well. I'm having all kinds of problems. I told you that I got promoted recently at work, so I don't have the time to do the live streaming anymore. I don't have time to really do it, so I just do it when I can. And then I'm busy. I haven't been able to do my insurance. I had to do my insurance. I had to get my insurance license. I didn't do it. There's a lot of things that I'm not doing. So, flapjack extraordinaire. Yes, man. You guys know I'm the flapjack extraordinaire. I'm the master of flapjacks. And that's one thing you guys know about me. I'm the master of flapjacks. For real. I have a very huge collection of flapjacks, but mainly when I'm in the Philippines or I'm in Thailand, not when I'm in Canada. When I'm in Canada, no flapjacks. It's just me by myself. I'm just a loner here in Canada. I'm just a loner. I don't have nobody that I hang out with. I have friends here and there, but yeah, I'm a loner really. I just getting ready to go do my trip to Thailand, and that's it. Yeah, the flapjack extraordinaire, man. And I can't share anything. I don't have any pictures to share with you guys today. I could look for some things today, but I don't have anything on my phone prepared. New Fed unlock. We were at Young and Dundas last night. Oh yeah, last night. Oh yeah, I heard there was a party. Yeah. But I was asleep. I told you I was asleep, man. Let me see if I can. When is the trip? Did I book it? It's probably going to be mid to end January. I hope that the promotion came with a nice pay raise. Not really. Not really, man. My pay is still kind of crummy. Hannah Fudge. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of Hannah Fudge in the chat. Hannah Fudge, where I see your picture at? Hannah Fudge. Are you on Instagram? I'm on your Instagram, right? Instagram. I wanted to show these guys. I was gonna show these guys your. Are you gonna bring a wife back this time? You always ignore me on Instagram. I don't go on Instagram. It's not that I'm ignoring you. I don't go on Instagram. Come on, man. I'm not an Instagram kind of guy. I'm not. I go on there sometimes, but not a lot. So. I want to show these guys what you look like so that they know. But this is not you. Man, I didn't know there were so many people called Hannah Fudge on Instagram. Wow. That's crazy. There's a lot of Hannah Fudges on Instagram. And the thing is, this phone is not connected to my Instagram, so I'm using a different phone. So this one is not on my Instagram. Oh, I think I found it here. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, BMT and who is it? BMT and what was this guy's name? And BMT and what was the guy's name? BMT, a Starbull. Yo, Brad, do you think you'll? Yeah. I'm gonna go in January. I said already, I'm going in January. So this guy named Starbull, they got in a fight in Thailand, and that's right. Maximus was talking about it. So yeah, that's kind of like how it was, man. Nah, it's not very cooperative. Instagram wants you to have the app. I don't have the app. Just took up too much memory, man. Yeah, but said you were going last year too. I'm not sure if you're going 25. Maybe just wait and go in 2020. Let's see, Ron. I gotta go in January just for a week or so. I'll go for a week, just do a quick in and out trip, and then, I don't know if I'll go again later in the year, man. I really miss Thailand. I really miss being there, so I'd like to get out there as soon as possible. I won't be able to stay for long, but at least I can do a week or 2 weeks in Thailand and come back. I can't do like how I used to do back in the day. I would go for at least a month. You get 2 months, man. Why would you fly all the way out to Thailand and just stay there for a couple of weeks? It just don't make no sense. But sometimes we have to follow where the money is saying, right? We have to do our job. Otherwise, we don't have no money. So it's kind of like how it is now, you know. So, yep, that's how it is, man. So hopefully this year I'll be there in Thailand. I'll get to hang out with all you guys when I go out there in January. In January, I'll be in Thailand, so I hope to hang out with you guys, maybe for a few days. Maybe I'll just do a quick trip. Maybe I'm just in there, in and out. It's like a quick trip. And then that's it. I'm going to Thailand a couple of days and then come back out. Can't spend that much time. You know, it'll be a quick trip, man. A quick trip in and out of Thailand. Won't be spending too much time. Maybe like less than a week. But we'll see, guys. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for popping in. So yeah, man, I was not surprised about the latest news with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy going and getting Trump to abandon his pledges. So yeah, I guess that's kind of par for the course, man. I was in Robert Mack's channel. I sent Robert Mack some super chats, and I just told him, I said, "Hey, man, Robert Mack, Trump is going against the base, and but these guys they don't care. They're okay with it, so it's all right, man. I mean, it's just more of the same. It's just more of the same. Might as well keep the Democrats in charge, man. 2026, Ron and Brad. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Maximus, you heard about this, right? You heard about this controversy with the H-1B visas and Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk and Trump. They're like, yeah, like keep H-1B. We're gonna open the floodgates. Basically, that's what he said. And I knew that Trump does not what's in the interest of the people. He does what's in his own interest. He kind of has that personality, and obviously this is in the interest of Trump and his business associates. Man, they're rich guys. If you're a rich guy, listen, let me ask you guys a serious question. All right, let me ask you guys a serious question. I think you guys need to ask yourselves this right now. So let me ask you guys a serious question. If you're a rich guy, like my friend here in the chat on point, he's a rich guy, like a really rich guy, mega rich. He's in the chat. So if you're a rich guy, do you want to hire an American or would you rather hire a foreigner? Let me be honest with you. You guys tell me. If you're a rich guy, who do you hire? Where's your loyalty? Is your loyalty as a businessman to making money? Or is your loyalty as a businessman to the American people? You're a capitalist. Do you care about the American people or do you care about making money? I'm asking you guys a logical question. That's a question that the politicians need to ask themselves. That's a question. Yeah, man, exactly. On point knows the answer, man. You're going to go with the cheaper work, man. It's quite obvious. So Trump is like, okay, it's good because it's going to be good for my business, Trump business. I can hire off the H-1B. Elon is happy. He can do the same thing. It's just, if you're a regular working American, it affects you in a number of ways. So it's going to affect you on an inflationary scale, because when you bring in a lot of people, what they're planning to do is they're not bringing in a few people. It's going to be massive. It's going to push up the cost of housing. So before, Trump is like, no more illegals. We're going to stop the illegals. Okay. But the thing about the illegals are doing work Americans don't want to do. So they're doing the work that American people don't want to do that work. The people that Trump and Elon want to bring in, they do the work Americans want to do. So it's a big difference. So when Trump says he's against illegals, so what's going to happen is Americans are going to have to do the work they don't want to do. They're going to keep the illegals out, and the Americans are going to have to do the work they don't want to do, and they're going to bring in overseas workers to do the work Americans want to do. So that's what's going to happen. That's the whole plan with H-1B visa in a nutshell. And what it's going to also mean is that your costs are going to increase because now you've got people that are coming into the country that are going to be high wage earners. It's going to push up rents like what happened in California. You're going to have a lot of homelessness, a lot of crime. And you're going to have a lot of Americans working on the lower end because Elon Musk already said. So Elon Musk is very clear. And even Vivek Ramaswamy is very clear. They've already stated it very many times. They don't think, Vivek and Elon think the American people are not smart. They're not up to snuff. Like Elon doesn't want to hire Americans because they're not smart. Why is that? Because the education system for the past 25 years in the United States has been gutted. And yeah, he's right. Americans on a scientist scale or on an engineering scale, on a computer science scale are not going to be up to snuff with somebody that's coming out of India or China. And so that's where we're going right now. Did you get your flight? I'm going to book my flight in another, I'm going to book my flight in another week or two. I have to wait for my boss to come back, travel. Once he comes back, I'll book my flight and I'll come out to Thailand for a bit. I'm not going to be out there for a long time, but I'll just be out there for a quick, in and out kind of thing, Do you know that Barry made you? Oh my God, did Barry actually say that? Did Barry actually say that he made Be More Ron? So for instance, Be More Ron is a good example. Be More Ron and Cheap Charlie are examples of what Trump is planning to do to the American people. So what Trump's plan is, you will never be able to be a computer analyst. if you're an American, right, and you want to be a computer analyst, you're not going to be a computer analyst because Intel and Tesla, they don't want to pay you the proper wage. They'd rather hire somebody from China, India, bring the wages down, and maybe pay half the price for someone overseas than to pay you the right wage for being a computer analyst. So what's going to happen, like Be More Ron, you're going to have to do a gig economy labor. You're going to do Uber or Uber Eats, or you're going to do Skip the Dishes, or you're going to do Lyft. You're going to do anything else outside of doing an actual proper job. So, yeah, man. Will I write off the trip? It's for the I don't need to write off the trip, man. I've said it before. Anyone Trump gonna switch from border migrants to H-1B? Exactly. Well, I knew that too, man. And I surprised that a lot of people that were for Trump didn't realize that he was gonna do this nonsense, man. He hasn't even gotten into office and he's basically stabbed his entire base in the back. And all of his base are all crying right now. So all of those guys that voted for Trump, they know what's coming, man. Is being an alcoholic a job? Yo, man, maybe. Kicks TV. I don't know, man. So he basically, yeah, man, he stabbed his whole base in the back. All those guys like, hey, Toronto, born and bred. Hey, Phil Pines, what's up, man? So yeah, man, Trump did definitely, he stabbed his base in the back, and they have no one to run to, man. Brad, be honest. Without Barry, me and you wouldn't have ever had a YouTube channel. We definitely owe Barry a token of gratitude. Let's be real. He had all the clout. Well, actually, Be More Ron, my channel blew up not when I was in Barry's chat, because when I was in Barry's chat, I was at the same as when I went to Thailand and I met Cheap Charlie. So my channel only blew up when I met Cheap Charlie. That's when my channel blew up. It blew up then, and then my channel didn't blow up again for almost 3 years when I went to Philippines with April Islander Girl, and that's when it did the next blow up. That's when it got to like 600-700 followers. So those were the two events that caused my channel to get bigger. And then, of course, after I met April Islander Girl, within a few months of that, my channel went over 1,000. I had met, what's that girl's name? Liza Sanchez. And that's when my YouTube got big, man. Did you see her buddy Drew is the nephew of the biggest serial killer? Question is, will Bannon pull a 360? Well, Bannon is already pissed, man. Bannon and all the white nationalists are pissed off at Trump, like Nick Fuentes and all them guys. They're all pissed off at Trump, and they are so mad because they know what's coming, man. They know what's coming, man. And you know, Nick Fuentes and Bannon, they also saw Trump going to Israel. They saw Trump kissing the wall, so they know what's coming, man. When you go to Israel and you kiss the wall, they know what's coming, man. They know what's coming. So Trump went to see his global masters in Israel, and they know what's coming down the pipe for the USA, man. So maybe Trump will back off. Maybe. We don't know for sure. But maybe Trump will back off. I don't think so, man. Trump is all about self-interest, man. He's about enriching himself. So, you know, Ron, you says to Leo and Samsung, not Barry. I did not know that, internet monster. Oh, man. Be learning a lot of truths tonight, man. So, yeah, man. There's a lot of drama right now. There's a lot of drama on this YouTube streets, man. Brad, are you talking like Kamala Harris was gonna? No, of course not. But what I'm saying, Kamala, give me a break. Listen, travel, learn, repeat. I've told you guys on this channel many times already. Kamala or Trump, it does not matter. You're gonna get the same shit. The same shit is The only way your country is being run is somebody has to pick up the phone and then they have to call to Tel Aviv or call to Jerusalem to find out what they got to do. That's the only way. They can't run the country. They can't run the country from Washington. They got to pick up the phone to Tel Aviv, say, what do I do now? Or they got to make that call to Jerusalem and they got to say, what do I do now? That's how it's always been. Now, it's just very clear now. So with Kamala, you were going to get the migrants crossing the border. They were going to jump the fence. With Trump, you're going to get H-1B. It don't make a difference. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Yo, man. Tesla stock negatively, man. Brad, the boss is talking stories like Barry. Yo, man. I'm not talking stories, man. I'm just being real with you guys, man. I want you guys to see the truth, man. Yo, Happy New Year, Vasily. Sorry, I was asleep. I think you did a live stream last night. Were you downtown last night? I was asleep. I said I was going to do a New Year's stream, but I fell asleep. I was so tired, man. Where did you come up with the Israel thing? I can't show you on YouTube, otherwise my channel will come down, Internet Monster. Yo, man, Israel, the world's fourth superpower, may be trying to stay on top, man. You're supposed to listen to Barry Brad, no politics on the channel. Oh, man. Yo, Internet Monster is a real troll, you know. He says stuff because he wants me to answer his question. So you see, Internet Monster came with that question, what does Israel have to do with this? He wants me to answer the question because he knows if I answer the question, my channel is gone. Internet Monster, you're a troll, guy. I didn't go on with family and friends, honestly, but I did have a community. Oh, you did a community post. Okay. He wants me to wake up tomorrow to no YouTube channel. Internet Monster, you're terrible. Yeah, I was going to call my buddies, maybe go out, man. I was going to call up my buddies. Maybe last year we went to Niagara Falls. We went to the club, man. Never mind trolls, Brett. I know Internet Monster is an unfortunate mod in my channel because he's a troll. He's just trying to get me taken down. Poor me, man, by making this guy a moderator. Brad is using CC logic. Trolls are number one mods. Oh my God. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, it's going to be a brutal 4 years for the U.S. And on top of that, so here's some more stuff, man. I'm glad you stayed in. You need to save your money for Thailand. Yeah, I should be there. I'm going to book my flight in a week or two. I have to wait for my boss to come back, then I'm going to fly out. What was I going to say? I was going to say something here. Yo, China, if there wasn't for trolls, yeah, Internet Monster, I want your cake when I get monetized. China has been going bonkers. Vasily, I don't know if you've been watching what China's been doing, but China's going totally crazy lately. In the past 1 week, so in 1 week, guys, in 1 week, China showed off a massive new carrier. This massive carrier with a electromagnetic catapults for drones. A massive drone carrier / amphibious assault ship. China released two 6th generation fighters that can fly in space. Well, one can fly in space for sure. I'm not sure the other one can. The other one might be for like fighters, but I don't know. But they released two 6th generation fighters. They released a new high-speed train that has the world record for speed. 450 kilometer per hour train was released all this week. And they also released a new a drone taxi that flies you without a pilot. If you get inside of it, it flies you within the city, wherever, and there's no pilot. It's a drone. Oh my God. China is, I don't know, man. I think, I don't know what to say about China, man. They're not joking around, man. Yeah, man. The Chinese are really on another level, man. They're on another level. Kicks, I already have the money for the trip, man. I just need time off work. I rewatched your China. The U.S. flew that 5 years ago. That's what everybody's saying, but there's no proof, man. With those tariffs, an iPhone will cost $5,000 for Americans. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But I don't know. Trump is. That's another thing Trump is crazy on, man. He's going crazy with this H-1B, man. They're trying to reinstate CCP, man. All nonsense. I heard China found Bigfoot. I don't know, man, but China's getting ready, man. China and the U.S., they're both planning. So the China and the U.S. are planning to go to war in 2027. That was the plan, but I don't know. Because of the Russia war, they may not be able to go to war in 2027. The U.S. can't go to war in 2027 because of the war in Ukraine. The United States gave all their military equipment to Ukraine, and it's getting all blown up. So there's no way the U.S. can start a war with China in 2027. Even if we are going to assume that a war between China and the U.S. would be a naval war, I don't think the U.S. has the munitions to get into a war with China. And they see what Russia is doing to Ukraine, and they're making the assessment that, well, whatever Russia's doing to Ukraine, China could probably do 10 times more because they have a bigger manpower, they have a bigger industrial base than Russia. And if Russia is stopping the U.S. cold in Europe, I don't know how USA is going to do anything to China in Asia. It's going to be that's going to be a no-win situation. So they wanted to they wanted to do a war to show who's the top dog, but I don't think the U.S. has the balls. They're going to get spanked by China. So I think they made the right decision. I think they're going to they might have to pull back for a bit. Yeah, man. It's B. George Watch, man. Brad, you're so misinformed. Brad, did you watch Ben's stream with a... No, I didn't watch that. Why do you guys want me to watch Ben with a man? I don't get the deal. Why do you think that's something I would watch? There will never be another big war. It would just be someone pushing a big button with nuclear. Well, what's going to happen is... China is amazing. The U.S. is just scared of losing the number one spot. Yeah, pretty much. No, it's even... Yo, man. Let me tell you something. Yeah, if China and USA or NATO and Russia get into a war, everybody's scared that it'll go nuclear. But it'll only go nuclear if somebody is so humiliated by losing, they push the nuclear button. And I don't think there's any guarantee that the nuclear button would be pushed by Russia or China. It's possible that NATO would push the nuclear button against Russia, or the U.S. would push the nuclear button against China because they're getting humiliated. If they get humiliated in a war, they might as well get nuked. They might as well say, just forget it and just nuke us. Because if they're getting humiliated like this in Ukraine, then what is China going to do to the U.S. and Taiwan? I don't know, man. Yeah, you need to stop reading the news. Americans do not need to get news. You Canadians are a bunch of truck washing conspiracy theorists. God bless America. I'm not giving you any advice. And China is good for bat meat. No, I'm just being real, man. Be more Ron. I'm looking at the situation very logically. I'm looking at who's got the more educated workforce, who's got the industrialization, who has the capability to do actual damage in a war. And right now, Russia is just running rings around Europe and the US and NATO, and China is like, yo, come on, we want they're like, okay, US, show us what you can do. And look at our large shit. We're out here. We're waiting for you, USA. China's like, come on, USA. We're waiting for you. We want to see what you got, USA. Bring your carriers off our coast. Let's see what happens. Let's see. China's like, I think China's like, they want the U.S. to try something, man. Let's see. But I don't think the U.S. got the balls to get into it with China, man. I don't think they got the moxie to get into a real deal with China right now. I don't think so. After watching the war in Ukraine, how war evolved and how these things that cost so little, like a couple $100, can destroy $20 million tanks being destroyed by a $300 toy. Think about it. Think about the war in Ukraine. You have a toy, a DJI $300 drone that China is the one that makes, by the way. China makes the DJIs. Those little drones that are destroying all the $20 million tanks in Ukraine, that's China's it's technology. That's the DJI. And a lot of them are the autonomous drones. That's all Chinese technology. Destroying $15 million tanks with $300 drones. So your whole concept of warfare is now changed. Like, really, do you really want to put a $3 or $4 billion carrier in the South China Sea against China? You spent 12 years making this carrier. It costs maybe $6 billion. Do you really want to put that carrier anywhere close to China? Really? I don't think so, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No point in talking about China here. Most of the people don't know the first thing about China. Yeah, Lulu, it's possible. Lulu, are you the same Lulu that goes to the Bosses channel? That's Lulu from the Bosses channel. Can we talk about the religious Korean woman that you used to... That's Lulu that's the Bosses Lulu. That's the Bosses Lulu. I remember this Lulu. Barry used to be always talking about you. That's you, man. It's Lulu. I remember you from a long time ago when we were in Barry's chat and you would be there and Barry would always talk about you and he's going all crazy about you, man. That's the Bosses Lulu. Isn't that the Bosses Lulu? The one that he always used to talk about, be like, oh, that's Lulu. And oh, man, I remember Lulu. And it's like, oh, yeah. I know. I read an article that 67% of... Oh, man. You guys are insane, man. Barry still owes me $300K. I didn't ever pay. Oh, man. You guys are insane, man. You guys are really a crazy chat, man. When you guys are all here, it's crazy, man. You guys are insane. I can't even repeat the stuff that you guys say. I can't even repeat it, man. I told you all your subscribers came here. We're the boss. You really should thank him tomorrow with a super chat. Will on the dole, still turning tricks. I may go to Korea for the next trip. Yeah, man. Go to Korea, man. Go to Korea. June is annoying, man. I don't know, man. That girl June is so annoying. You guys never want to have a friend like June. Just random calling you and annoying you. She always needs money. Always needs money, man. Actually, you know what? Any girl that I know always needs money. Every girl I know. No money. No money. You have no money on poor thing. No money. Yeah, June has the flapjacks. Tell us some June stories. She seems like a psycho. Okay, I can tell you some June stories. So here's the story for June. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you guys the story about June. So you guys listen up, man. So when I like June, right? When I used to like her, she used to do her little preaching at Young and Dundas, and I saw her there. So, she had short hair. I think I showed you guys already how she looked. She was like short hair kind of girl. I think I can show you guys. Here, I can show you guys a picture of her. Wait a second. Hold on. I'll send a picture over what June looked like. That way you guys know what June looks like. So let's send you guys a picture of June here. I have a lot of pictures of June, man. June is like this. All right, so let's take a look here. So this is June. Let's see if I got the picture there. So let's take a look at June. This is June. I'll show you guys a picture of her. 1 second here. So this is June, guys. This is June. So when I met this girl, I'm sorry. When I met her, I used to like her. She was all right. She had them big those big flapjacks. And yeah, man, I would have loved to I wanted to pull her spigots. I wanted to pull her little spigots because they were like popping right out of her shirt. They'd be popping. You'd be out there with her, and then the things be popping right out. You just wanted to just and twist them, twist those spigots right in there. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, yeah. So I was trying to check her for a while there, but she never had any time for me. And she's like, "Oh, I would never date you. You're black. You're a black guy. I don't. No way. I want a white guy." She wants a white guy. So some girls like they only want white or they only want black. So she only wanted white. So she wanted a white guy. So anyways, so she ended up with this other guy. So let me see if I can get a picture of this guy. So she ended up with this guy. I'll see if I can find a picture of this guy here. That way you guys can see what this guy looks like. She told you that. Well, she didn't tell me in so many words, but I think that's what she meant because she was trying to check like a white guy, I think, and I think she wasn't trying to check me, but I think she ended up with this guy. So let me see if I have a picture of this guy here. Just give me 1 second. Let's see if I got a picture of this guy. She got a picture in here. Let's see. I'm looking for a picture of this guy. Where is this picture? Oh, here is a picture of him. So she ended up with this guy. So let me just download this picture. I'm going to save this picture and I'm going to send it. So you guys are going to see the guy that she ended up with. And let's just take a look here. So I'll send this picture out. So she ended up with this guy. Let me see if I can send this picture. I want to send this picture so you guys can see it. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, I sent the picture. So now you guys can see it. So this is what the guy that she goes for this guy. I'm going to just pull up his picture right here. Oh, man. What's going on, media? Let's go. So, what the hell? What the hell? How come my airdrop is not working on this phone? Anyways, no worries. I'll just show you the picture. I was trying to airdrop it so you guys could see it, but my airdrop's not working. So, all right, no worries, no worries. It's all right, no worries. Man. So this is the guy, Billy Blue. All right. Billy Blue in the house, man, with a super chat, man. Thanks for the support over the years. Thank you, Billy Blue. But that's not necessary, Billy Blue. Thank you so much, Billy Blue. Thank you for your super chat, man. Not necessary, but very much appreciated. As my friend Jeff Lepard likes to say, that's very much. Thank you very much, but not appreciated. Thank you so much, Cheap Charlie. Thank you for your super chat. And I heard that you were doing some goodwill over the past few days. I heard you were dropping big super chats. But Cheap Charlie, it's okay. I'm good. But thank you so much, Cheap Charlie. I appreciate it, man. And I appreciate that you're looking out for Barry. I know that Barry was having, until this weekend, or not this weekend, until this New Year's, Barry was having a rough few days. He wasn't making anything. And I know you have a good heart, Charlie. And you saw Barry was struggling and you dropped a big super chat on him. So, I'm sure he appreciates you for that. So, all the big ups, man. It shows that you're a big man. I don't want to get into controversy. I know I could get into controversy by what I was about to say. But at least I know that you're that kind of guy that has a good, compassionate man. You super chat other people. We know that other people might not be super chatting you like that. So that's very much appreciated, Chief Charlie. I appreciate you're looking out for other people, not just yourself. Why the hell would anyone donate to this? You know what? Listen, let me tell you something. When I met up with Cheap Charlie back in 2019. Oh man, 6 years now when I met up with Cheap Charlie. That's scary for me to say that. 6 years now when I met Cheap Charlie out in Thailand. Barry at that time wasn't that famous, right? He wasn't that well known. So, Toronto, who do you think is the biggest man in the Thai genre? The biggest man in the Thai genre, like if I had to meet somebody in the Thai genre that I haven't already met, I would like to meet Buzzing Pattaya, Trevor. I would like to meet. Who's the other guy that I want to meet? Rides for Kicks and Buzzing Pattaya. I think those two guys. Those guys look good. You know, they're really cool guys. I already met Cheap Charlie. I haven't met Be More Ron. I haven't met Be More Ron in real life. I met who else did I meet? I met NDI TV. I met Bar Finds and Power Lines. I've met Bar Finds and Power Lines. I've met all those girls at the CX bar. I've met all those girls. You know, yeah. I met Bar Finds and Power Finds same time when I met you. When I was on Soy Chayapun. On Soy Chayapun, I met him. So yeah, man. So I met basically those guys. So I haven't met. I met NDI TV. Who else did I meet? Yeah, I met Ty Z. I met Ty Z. He was a really good guy. I met the owner of De Factos, the place where Bar Finds and Power Lines used to sleep. I met the owner of the place, so he was paying his rent to that guy. Yeah, I met Jeff Lepard, Quan. Of course, I met those guys. Jeff Lepard. So yeah, man. Jeff and Ron should do a Thailand mission together. Yeah, man. Jeff Lepard. So yeah, man. So yeah, I met a few people in the genre. I've met a few people, but obviously when I do my next trip out to Thailand, hopefully I'll meet a few more people. Listen, guys, I'm not going to be in Thailand long. Like I told Cheap Charlie when I was in his stream, they promoted me again. So they promoted me again in my job. Now I'm site manager. So basically, my free time is much less now. I don't have time to travel. So, yeah. Have I met FBI guy? Did I meet FBI guy when I was in time? Did I meet FBI guy? I don't think I met FBI guy. Did I meet him? I don't think I met him. I don't think I met FBI guy. I'm thinking if I met him, but I don't think I met FBI guy. No, I didn't meet him. So yeah, man. So yeah. So anyways, let me get back to my story. So yeah, I met Cheap Charlie 6 years ago. And when I met him, at that time, Barry wasn't that famous. And gets let's babble and sit in the chair and get many more donos. Isn't Jeff back in Thailand? He posted a flight video a few days ago. Oh, he's back in Thailand. But the thing is, I'm not getting any notifications for Jeff's channel. And I made sure, I went and checked that I'm getting all the notifications, but he usually goes in January. But I might be there when he's there because I'm going to book my flight and I'm just going to go. Like if I book my flight, I'm just going to fly out within a week or two of my booking my flight. Those are premieres, I think. Brad should quit his job and let Louis Cabo fund his life. You know, I don't think Louis Cabo sends me super chat, so I would not quit my job and depend on Louis Cabo to super chat me. No way. Hell no, I would never do that, man. I'm a man that supports myself. I'm not a man looking for donations, so I wouldn't be waiting for Louis Cabo to send me super chats. To be honest, guys, I'm gonna be serious, man. I make about $300 a day now, man. So I don't know if I'm gonna be like waiting around for somebody to super chat me, man. So I'm doing okay now, man. I'm cool. I can do what I want to do. I don't have that much free time for travel, but I'm making enough money now. I'm all right, man. Yeah, you met Jeff. Yeah. Jeff's a cool guy, man. So I know. I would love to be in Thailand with Jeff Lepard and Johnny Strides. I'm hopeful that next time, if Johnny Strides goes to Thailand again, I want to be there, man. I want to be there because I'm crossing over. Johnny Strides, when he's in Thailand, he hits my two demographics. Johnny Strides is hitting my two demographics, which is Toronto people and the Thailand people. So he was last time Johnny Strides when he was in Thailand, he was hitting both. He was getting the Toronto people and he was getting the Thailand genre people. So obviously, I would love to be in Thailand when Johnny Strides is in Thailand. That would be perfect for me. And Johnny Strides now, that guy, he's getting 600 or 700 people in chat now. So when he goes out, he's getting 700 people in chat. Cabo is very intelligent. Don't Bum Boys never met him. He beat two guys per Mosh in a 6-hour match session. Yeah, of course. But Charlie, I think he did it. He made his investments through and he gave Brad there. Oliver Toronto, man. Yes, thank you. Very much appreciated, Oliver Toronto. You know the mantra. Very much appreciated, not necessary. Thank you so much, Oliver Toronto. He knows the mantra because he's always in Jeff Lepard's chat, man. Bam, Brad, how do you make 300 a day? No, Canadian. 300 Canadian. 300 Canadian I make every day. Not 300 American. Let me pin that up, man. Oliver Toronto and is coming in hardcore, man. I can't. Oliver Toronto coming in hardcore, man. Thank you so much, Oliver, man. And guys, I think Oliver Toronto, I think he has a very pretty wife. I don't know, is that your wife, Oliver Toronto? I've seen her in the chat a few times. When I go into Jeff Lepard, I think I've seen her. She's like really pretty. That's still good, man. What industry do you, or Trick? I'm a warehouse facilities manager, man. I do warehouse facility management. Oh shit, my battery's gonna die. I didn't plug in my phone. Shit. My phone is gonna die, guys. I'm just gonna plug it in now. Sorry, man. I should have plugged it in before. Shit. No, she's Cuban. Yeah, she's pretty, man. She's pretty, Oliver Toronto. Sorry, my phone is gonna die. I just plugged in I plugged in my my charger here. So, yeah. Every time I do anything, man, I would be saying nice things about Cabo as well if he was throwing the money. No, I thought. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I thought Cabo was was an early investor with Paul Allen. So the story that I heard about Louis Cabo is he was one of the earlier investors with Bill Gates and Paul Allen, because he's in Seattle. He got in on the ground level for Microsoft at the very beginning in 1981 or 82. I think he was part of the investment team, or he was a part of a venture capitalist team that was in Microsoft, and that's how he made his wealth, doing a venture capital. That's the story that I heard. I don't know if that's the case, but that's kind of what I heard. Yo, man, all the YouTubers listen to whatever Cabo says. Tells them somewhere they will do it. Are you living in subsidized housing? No, of course I'm not living in subsidized. I'm paying market rents here, man. Market rent, $1,500 a month, man. Yeah, man. I got in with Chevron early. Yeah, some people get in early. Like Be More Ron got in with Tesla early. That is correct. I talked with Cabo and he told me that he got in with Amazon when they were just selling books. Yeah, there you go. No, I don't live downtown. I live in Don Mills. I'm a North York boy. Don Mills, man. Cabo was a prison guard. Okay. If Cabo tells them to jump, they will jump. Yeah, I understood that Cabo made his fortune in Microsoft and Amazon. That's what I knew that he was from Seattle. And because of the money he throws around, it's obvious that he got in early, and venture capital would be the only way that he would have been able to do that, man. We've scared off most of the mods. Are you going to move to a penthouse now that you're balling? Oh my God. No, I'm not. Cabo may have taught Bill Gates. Yeah, it's possible. He may have taught Bill Gates, but I know that he had to the way. If I have $500 to spare to just drop on somebody as a super chat, and I know that YouTube or Google is going to take $150 of my $500, then I'm probably a pretty rich guy. And the only way that I'm rich like that, where money basically means nothing, is that I made the money in banking and finance. That's the only way, you know. Yeah, North York gang, man. That yeah. All the Cabo stories are false. He just got a big inheritance. It's just that simple. Nah, if he got an inheritance, maybe he got an inheritance a long time ago, and then that was the inheritance that he used to get the investments going in all these different stocks that he owns. So yeah, yo guys, you guys have been really generous. Yo man, I got Cheap Charlie and Oliver Toronto. These guys are big fans of my friend Jeff Lepard, Billy Blue, and Oliver. That came through today. We had a little bit of a troll. Internet Monster is a troll, man. That's just Internet Monster's thing. He's a troll. He's a moderator, and he trolls me. Now, you guys know that I troll Barry. I troll Barry every day. And you know what I noticed about Barry? He doesn't know that I'm trolling him, obviously, because I don't go into the chat with my own name. I always go in there with another name, and I troll Barry as well. So I know what it's like to be a troll, and I got respect for Internet Monster. He's a troll. I troll Barry. Barry has no clue it's me, man. He's like, who's this guy trolling me? But he did time me out. He timed me out when I was trolling him a couple of days ago. I was going in hard on the watches, man. And he timed me out. The thing is, it's so easy to get under his skin. It's fun to do. It's just, for me, it's fun. For me, it's fun, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Brad, why do people donate to Barry? He's lying and scamming. Do they do it for fun? No. I think people donate to Barry because they feel sorry for him. Because they know that YouTube is really his only income. If he doesn't have YouTube, he doesn't have anything. He talks about these businesses. Listen, if Barry sold in 1 week, 18 watches, then he could make a living selling watches, right? He'd be making over $1,200 a week. That's like $60,000 a year. You know, if he was making $60,000 a year, he wouldn't need to live in a bedsit. I know you guys are taking me down the primrose path here. You guys always do it. Then he could be free to travel. He could travel to Thailand. He could live in Thailand, or he could live in Cambodia, or he could live in Philippines, and he wouldn't have to be in the UK because he would be making so much money. He could just live overseas selling B. George watches. That's why, you know, people donate to Barry, because they know that it's not possible. If you were doing that, then this is what you would be doing. Because you don't have a boss, you're free. You can be anywhere. You can be mobile. You could be like a digital nomad, but you're just staying and you're not going anywhere. So that's why people know that what's up. You know, I would feel less of a man e-baking. Yeah, man. CC's a mod here. Yeah. Sometimes, we get into it a bit with Barry. I like to play around. I mess around a little bit with Barry. I have fun, but I don't go into his chat with my own name. I go into his chat with my alternate name so that he doesn't know it's me. Because I just like to, I like to troll him. Yeah. I go in there and I do my trolling, and then when he times me out, that's it. He times me out, then that's it. I just call it quits. You know, usually he'll time me out, so then that's it. I just go. Yeah, man. It's fun. Yeah. I know a lot of people. Yeah, man. Louis Cabo definitely has some cognitive issues, Marchi. Well, I don't know. I've never met Louis Cabo, man. I've never met him, so I can't talk to his mental state, you know. I can't say anything one way or the other. Only real ones know that you Cabo is constantly drunk or he's special needs. I really don't know why. Lulu, have you met him? I don't know, Lulu. Have you met Luis Cabo? I've never met him, so I don't know. You're speaking to his personal state when you've met him, but I've never met him, so I can't talk to that. So, anyways, I think my phone is gonna die, guys. What's my phone power at here? Man, my phone I think is gonna die. Some young guy. Something Wong and some young guy. Everyone always asks me when I go in the chat, they're like, are you related to something Wong? Oh man. Yeah. Were you lurking on Barry's chat when he made 1,400? He made 1,400? What? 1,400 pennies? Barry's reading skills are embarrassing. Yeah, that's why people donate to Barry. So you guys are saying right there in the chat why people donate to Barry. You guys right here are telling them the reasons why people donate to Barry. You know. 1,400 USD. I can't believe that he made 1,400. I won't believe that at all. How did he make 1,400? How are people so gonna give him 1,400 bucks in one night? Impossible. Impossible. He made 1,400 in one night. He made 1,400. CC dropped 200. So where did the other $1,200 come from? Don't tell me Luis Cabo. Why do I? I don't hate Barry. I don't hate Barry, man. Yeah, we don't hate Barry, man. If he made 1,400, more power to him, man. Because who knows when he's gonna make $1,400 again. 1,400 is just what I make in a regular week, so that's nothing for me, man. Now, most of the times when Barry's on his stream, he barely makes anything. He's on there for hours and hours, and he doesn't even get one dono. So that's how he makes his living. How can you live like that? Like, how can you live? Listen, I want to explain. I want you guys to understand something right here. Let's say if you have a life, you have to pay bills. How can you pay bills? And the way that you pay bills is that you go on YouTube and you're praying for somebody to drop a chat donation so that you can pay your bills for that month. I could not live like that. It's bad for your health. You know, if I do a live stream and I don't get $100 or $200, how am I paying my bills? How are you supposed to live like that? You know, I don't get it. I don't know. How can I count on somebody else to give me help on that, you know? So, yeah. You know. So, Jeff Norcott. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Brad, what did you do last night? No, I fell asleep, Film Mission. I heard Hannah Fudge told me you guys were down at Young and Dundas. So I was asleep. I wasn't able to do anything. So unfortunately, Film Mission, you know, Oh, Phil Mission, have you heard all the controversy about Trump? Did you hear? Are you been watching all the controversy about Trump, Phil Mission? I told you, man. Oh man, I told you, man. Trump. I can't understand it, Phil Mission. I told you guys, man. You guys didn't believe me. I always tell you guys with Trump, he's always looking out only for his interest, man. Ugh, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do, man. Can you hold the fork and what did he do? You know already what Trump did. Him and Elon with the H-1B visas. Come on, Film Mission. You know what's going down there. You heard that story already, man. You heard that story, man. Brad, what was the rum bottle? Appleton Estate. I'm just sending a super chat to Cheap Charlie right now, guys. And then I was able to send it in US dollars, send super chats. So I've been sending out a few super chats here and there. Just sent a couple this morning, but yeah, there's a reason I sent a big one to Barry. And he did really good. Actually, he broke the record. Most super chats in a day ever by anybody on YouTube. Mine was the record, I think. I made 1,300 one day in Mexico, in Cancun. It was after 2 weeks of not making much, walking around all day. Then also out of nowhere, I just had this amazing day. A couple people dropped super chats and stuff. But he actually broke that record. He set the record yesterday, $1,500 in one day he made. Yo, Toronto Brad. 5 Canadians, thank you, man. Yeah, Toronto Brad is live. Yeah, so yeah, man, Trump, yeah, the H-1B visa thing with Elon is insane, man. Him and Elon are just conspiring to swamp the United States with immigrants. And I already explained this earlier in the chat, Film Mission, is that if you're an American, okay, listen, assume that you're a corporation, okay? You're a corporation and you have to hire 2 people. You have a choice of 2 people to hire. You're a corporation and you have a choice to hire 2 people. You can either A, hire H-1B visa, who is work permit to be in the United States, but only to work for your company. And you don't have to pay as much as an American. And you're gonna pay the H-1B 50%. Now, the difference between the legal immigrants and the illegal immigrants is that illegal immigrants do work Americans don't want to do, but legal immigrants do work Americans want to do. So you have the choice. You're hiring now a legal immigrant on a visa who has a job that an American wants that's going to work for half the price and whose residency in the United States is tied to their work at your company. So basically, they're indentured to your company. They're like a slave. So who do you hire? Do you hire the American at twice the wages of the H-1B, or do you hire the H-1B? Does it make it easier or harder for an American to get a job in that field? Will you get H-1B? So obviously, man. Yeah, man. I know. I was H-1B myself. Oh, Film Mission, you were H-1B? Okay. So now I know why Film Mission is kind of like, okay, now I understand Film Mission now. Why he's kind of like on the fence when it comes to these type of more kind of like nativist type issues. I guess you could say that. H-1B. Oh man, you guys are too crazy in here. Oh man. Oh man, America needs high tech workers. Yeah, boohoo. But what all the American, so all these, okay, let me be straight with you. Let me be straight with you guys. All these white boys in the USA, they can't get a job because Elon won't hire them. So all the white boys can't get a job. Now they're pissed off at Trump. I told you, man. I was like, listen, as soon as Trump went to Israel and started kissing the wall in Israel, I knew. I said, you guys, you white boys that love Trump, you guys better watch out. I was telling everybody. I said, I don't like the Democrats, but I don't trust Trump. I think he's only cares about himself. He doesn't care about you. And this is just the proof that he doesn't even care about his base. All those white boys that love Trump, Trump just pulled down his pants, and he's gonna pull down all those white boys in the country. He's pulling down their panties. You know, it's what Diddy did to Meek Mill. It's like what Diddy did to Meek Mill. He said, Meek Mill, you're my girl. So Trump is telling all those white country boys, you're my girl, and I'm gonna do you over. He's gonna pull down their panties. And he's gonna open the floodgates, man. He's gonna open the floodgates. These guys won't be able to get a job for the life of them, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, he screwed them, man. He's screwing them over right now. They're just seeing now that Trump and they're like pissed. They're like so pissed right now, man. And I knew it, man. I said, I know this guy. He's gonna screw these white boys over. And the first thing, he hasn't even gotten into office. He hasn't even been inaugurated yet, and he's getting ready to screw them right over. So, good Lord, man. I knew it. I didn't want to say anything, but I had a feeling he was like that, man. Did he bump you? Yeah, but I can't talk about politics. You know, YouTube don't like when you talk politics on YouTube. There's no such thing as freedom of speech. You know, like all of my friends on YouTube, if you speak too freely, YouTube doesn't like it. So I got to watch what I say. But you guys know where I'm going with that. So, but Trump's a very self-interested guy. He doesn't really care. He cares only about making money. So if I'm a guy and I care about making money, obviously I'm only going to hire H-1B visa. I'm not going to hire like an American. I got to pay them twice as much. You know, they're going to be kind of there at work, maybe not at work. And at any time they get mad at me, they're just going to tell me to go F off. Why would I hire an American? I'd rather hire an indentured servant with an H-1B visa that's going to be loyal to my company and knows that if they get fired, they're getting kicked out of the country. I would hire the H-1B visa student or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. His base are not programmers. No, but his base are nationalist. His base is white nationalist. So they don't care. Even if they don't want the job, they don't want the country to get flooded with Africans, Chinese, and Indians. Let's put it that way. And that's basically what's going to happen. You're going to have a lot of H-1B visas coming in, a lot of Nigerians, a lot of computer scientists, a lot of Chinese, a lot of Indians are going to flood into the United States like you never seen before. And yeah, man, all those white nationalists, those are the Trump supporters. They're going to be crying, man. They're going to be crying. They're going to be crying. They're going to be like, what's going on here? And then what's going to happen is all those Africans and Indians and Chinese, they're making more money than the white boys. So what happens then is all these Africans and Indians and Chinese, they have the money for the white girls. And now watch what happens. So I'm just being real with you, because even in Texas, if you go to Texas, you guys know what I'm talking about. You know, it's a lot of Nigerians there, and they're making more money than anybody out there because they're doing the IT infrastructure. What do you call it? Like the computer networking program. You got to have a certain certification, and a lot of the Nigerians have that certification for the server setup and server programming and virtual machine setup. And it's just a lot of Nigerians, so they making the most money. So man. So it's gonna be like that, man. Man, you think Trump's base don't know what's coming for them? His base, they don't know, man. It's gonna be like that, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's gonna be hardcore, man. You need to run for office. Oh, man. I said, listen, Trump was cool. Trump was cool until I saw him go to Israel. Once Trump went to Israel and started kissing the wall, I knew. I said, oh, shit. I was like, oh, shit, we're going to get screwed. I said, I knew it. I knew it. Brad, you were wrong about the election. You thought Camel Toe was going to win. No. You prove why Trump's sticking with Musk. Listen, I didn't say Camel Toe was going to win. I said there was no way Biden was going to win. So Kamala gave them a chance. Oh, I'm the one. Yo, on point. I'm the proving that Musk was right. Oh, man. Give me a break on point, man. I knew what was going to happen. Trump cares about self-interest, man. He doesn't care about his white nationalist base. He doesn't care about those guys. Those guys thought he cared about them. He doesn't care about them at all. So he went and he screwed those guys right over. First thing, he hasn't even gotten into office yet. And he's basically saying he's opening the floodgates. That's insane. Oh, man. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens, man. Yeah, my sense in your voice is that H-1B is not a big issue. Also, the market's up tomorrow. Yeah, obviously, on point. Obviously, the market's up tomorrow. Because the market's up tomorrow because more H-1B visas means more profits, obviously, man. Of course the markets are going to be up. The market doesn't care if you hire Americans or not. Do you think the New York Stock Exchange cares if you hire Americans or not? They don't care. If I'm Elon Musk, you think I care if I hired an American or not? Of course not. I care about making money. So obviously the markets are up. I'm talking about Trump's base. They're the ones that are not happy because they're the ones that are going to get pushed to the sidelines of the economy because they're not going to get the jobs that are the ones that are the most important jobs. Those jobs are going to go to the H-1B visas guys. Those guys, the programmers, the internet architects, the server controllers, all those types of high-tech jobs, AI development, all of the most important jobs in the United States, Americans ain't going to be part of that shit. It's going to be all Chinese and Indians. So all the white boys are going to be in the country doing whatever. I don't know what the hell they do out there. And the Indians are going to be running the show. The Chinese are going to be running the show in Silicon Valley. That's basically what's going to happen. And and it's already happened, kind of. It's already kind of happened, man. So, yeah, man. Like Doug Ford, throwing Ford Nation under the bus, man. Yeah, Doug Ford never threw his base under the bus, man. Doug Ford, the difference between Doug Ford and Trump is that Doug Ford actually cares about his base. Doug Ford, and not only that, I think Doug Ford cares about people that didn't vote for him. Now, I don't agree with Doug Ford on everything, but Doug Ford, he seems to me as a person, even though I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, he cares. He cares about the people in the province. He's not out just to make a dollar on everybody. And I think that's because, he was a drug dealer, right? So he's always looking out for everybody. He's like that. He got that drug dealer kind of suave about him because he was a drug dealer. So that's why we're lucky in Ontario that our premier was a drug dealer. Listen, no politician is perfect, man. No politician is perfect. So all the politicians have a skeleton in their closet, man. Yeah, man. Not everyone in the chat is a bookie. That's Rob Ford. No, no. Doug Ford was a drug dealer too, man. Oliver Toronto. Doug Ford. Doug Ford was a drug dealer. He was dealing hash. He was dealing hash, man. So, but at least, like I said, Doug Ford cares about people. You can tell he's a little bit. Sometimes he's a little bit abrasive. He's a little bit unvarnished. You know, you could say that. But the thing about Doug Ford is he cares about the people, man. So yeah, you know, he doesn't. He's not. But Trump is very self-interested, man. He's very narcissistic. He only cares about himself. That's why when all these white guys were like, this is our savior, he's the one that's going to save us white people in the United States, you know, I was like, oh man, you better watch out with Trump, man. You ain't going to, you guys are going to learn. He ain't about saving he's only about saving his bank account and saving his ass. He ain't about saving white people. If you think that, then your mind's already messed up right there, man. A lot of people sold stocks, also bought Bitcoin. Lately, I feel like dying. Yeah, man. Imagine if you got in on Bitcoin at the very beginning, man. So, but anyways, guys, I gotta sleep, man. I gotta go to work, guys. Oliver Toronto, Dime, Leo, On Point, my buddy, my rich boy, man. I gotta sleep. I gotta wake up. You know, I'm the site manager. I have a lot of people that I gotta work with, so I don't have time for all day chat with you guys. I wish I did. Ty Z, you came in at the wrong time, Ty Z. I was talking about you earlier, Ty Z. We were talking about you when I was in Thailand. Yeah, man, I gotta work, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Film Mission, all you guys, all of my proteges, Jeff Lepard, Internet Monster, you guys take care. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much for the super chat, Oliver Toronto. Thank you so much for the super chat, Cheap Charlie. Take care. Have a good night, guys. Gotta go to sleep, man.